That was horrible.
Super Mario Odyssey was released in 2017, which was almost 4 years ago. Yikes. Anywho, Super Mario Odyssey is an open world-ish 3D platformer featuring everyone's favorite plumber, Super Mario. Super Mario Odyssey was a huge deal back in 2017 when the Switch was releasing. We got a wonderful trailer of Mario hopping right into a city-like area, an open platforming adventure, and I could not have been more hyped. I had bought a Switch at launch, and all I had at the time was 1-2 Switch Bomberman and Breath of the Wild, and as big of a Mario fan as I am, I was more than excited for this new one. I played it once and loved it. I played it twice and loved it. I played it 3 times and realized this game is amazing, but it's not my favorite Mario game. I still love it to death, but it's not my favorite. Like my 3D World review recently, we're going to start with the good, then transfer to the bad, as I list the reasons why this game is great and what holds it back from being perfect. Without further ado,
here we go!
We'll start right off the bat with how creative this game is. Each of the beautiful kingdoms are vastly different from the last, making each area feel fresh and new, with loads of new species and characters to meet and interact with. It makes it amazing playing through for the first time. With the creativity, we're going to talk about your new companion, Cappy. Like before with Flood and Luma, Cappy is going to be the main gimmick of this game, except he's going to be 100 times more useful than the last two. No offense to Luma and Flood, but Cappy not only brings a whole new amazing move set, which we'll talk about later, but he also brings the capture mechanic. The capture mechanic, Odyssey's big gimmick, is super simple and super fun to use. You just simply throw Cappy at an enemy, it catapults Mario's mortal soul into that enemy's body, lets you control it, and this leads for some refreshing different areas and new ways to play the game. Now we're going to talk about my favorite part of the game, the movement. No matter what you say, this game will always have one of the best movement options for Mario. And when a character is simply a joy to play like Mario is in this one, you know you have a good time ahead of you. Now you have moves like a hat jump, a hat dive, and all different hat type moves, but to go with those you have Mario's old iconic movesets, and new ones, like the ground pound jump from Super Mario 3D World, the iconic triple jump from Mario 64, Sunshine's spin jump and 64's crouch jump, and when all those moves go together with the new hat jumps, it makes it a perfect moveset to play in a nice 3D environment. Now, this part is obvious, and I'm just going to throw it out there because I have to. Jump Up Superstar is and always will be an amazing song. I have to put it on the pros list because it counts as its own pro separately because of how great it is. And to have an old character like Pauline get the love she deserves is amazing. And it's especially amazing when she sings the song during the New Donk City Festival. One of the best parts of the game. But that was kinda off topic. But anyway, now we're going to talk about the main collectible, the Power Moon. Power Moons are what powers your ship, the Odyssey, and they are everywhere. And when I mean they're everywhere, Power Moons are everywhere. Oh, there's a Power Moon. There's a Power Moon. Wait, I think I feel one. Check. I think there's one in my wallet. No, it's just empty. The abundance of Power Moons makes this game a joy to 100%, keeping the game fresh up until the beginning you start and the beginning you 100% it. There is plenty more positives I could gladly talk about, but we eventually have to move on to the negatives. We'll start off with my biggest complaint. Yes, this game is an open world 3D platformer that I think lacks a good amount of platforming. Say what you want, but when I play through Odyssey, a normal kingdom consists of run for about 3 minutes till you see a platforming section, complete the short platforming section, then run to the boss battle, and that's it. Now, this may sound weird, but I think Odyssey doesn't have enough platforming section in it. I get why they did it. It was to make the game more of an exploration-based adventure to separate it from the other Mario games rather than just a platformer. But in my opinion, they made it a little too much exploration-based rather than platforming-based because Mario's a platformer, and they made this amazing moveset that I think goes underused. But this could be a good thing. It really boils down to what you prefer. But in my honest opinion, I would rather focus on platforming than exploration. But then again, that's completely my opinion. Then we move on to the kingdoms. Some of them are just too small, in my opinion, like the Cloud Kingdom and the Ruin Kingdom are huge wasted potential. I get they were just supposed to be worlds for boss battles, but the Ruin Kingdom could have been amazing. Imagine exploring an old broken castle, which would have been sick, but at the same time, you have the giant dragon boss attacking you from afar, with the castle falling apart and you running for your life. That would have been amazing. And with that, the Cloud Kingdom is just, you could have done even a generic Cloud Mario level would have been great. But no, it was just a boss battle area, which I get why they did it, but make a kingdom and then put the boss battle at the end. And then there's the Sand Kingdom, which I'm not going to say is too small because it's huge, but it's huge and empty. It's just big and empty. Okay, never mind. In that one's defense, it is just a big desert. But anyway, I think some of the kingdoms are wasted potential in my opinion. Then again, my opinion. But finally, with both those complaints, which, they're decent complaints, the game is still amazing. Mario is a joy to control, the capture ability is wonderful, and the music is great. Just if some of the kingdoms were a bit more fleshed out and there was just a tad more platforming, it would be a perfect 3D open world platformer. I love Odyssey and always will. The hype for it was amazing, and the first time playing through it was beautiful. But it's not going to be my favorite game of all time. But I'll still have a great time playing it. Now if you'll excuse me, I have more capturing to do.